Good evening, everyone. My name is Michael, and I'm an exchange student from Institute for Tourism Studies. Today, I'll be sharing the trade events that I have participated in the last 2 months in Macau. These events are Mid-Autumn Festival, Mandarin Debate, and Wine Tasting event. First of all, Mid-Autumn Festival is one of the most important festivals in Chinese culture. The full moon represents reunion of family and friends, and this picture was taken one day before the Mid-Autumn Festival. The moon has lit up the sky before the actual night fell. In the past, we would normally having this lantern festival to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival. This lantern symbolized the full moon and would light up the whole streets. But this year, due to COVID concerns, the government has canceled these uh, light festivals. However, there are other means of celebrating the Mid-Autumn Festival, and one of the most famous way for the Chinese people is to eat the mooncakes. There are different fillings for mooncakes, such as the pork, seafood, lotus, or even flour. But my favorite type of seasoning and fillings of the mooncake is salty egg yolk. As I've mentioned that the mooncake is for family and friends reunion. So on the night of the Mid-Autumn Festival, me and friends went out to a local restaurant to celebrate the reunion. We were having this roasted pigeon as one of the signature dish. The roasted pigeon was very traditional Cantonese food. The layer was super crispy and the meat was very juicy. And you can eat the pigeon with the soy sauce or black pepper salt. Starting from this year, the government is collecting the used mooncake boxes for recycle and reusing purposes. I think this is very environmental friendly, and we may consider doing the same thing in the next years. The next event that I would like to share was a Mandarin debate. We have a debate competition in the 18th of September this year. In the Chinese debate, normally not you are given the topics and standpoints, and we had to go through a lucky draw to uh, to know about the topics and the standpoints. And this year we are having some debate about the relationship between streaming services and the traditional film industry. And in the Chinese debate, it's normally between 8 people, 4 people versus another 4 people. Before the formally start of the competition, there will be a self-introduction part to introduce who you are, or sometimes you can even make fun of your competitors. And this is one of the procedures in the Mandarin debate, and it requires the fourth speaker, which is me, to challenge the definitions and contentions provided by the first speaker of the opposition side. After the debate competition, we had a little summary and we took a group picture together, and the debaters were sitting in the first row and the audiences were standing in the second row. The third event that I'm going to share was about wine tasting. Because our school focused a lot on tourism related knowledge and food and beverage, they would the school normally conduct the wine tasting events every year. And during that particular event, we were giving lessons about how to assess the wine qualities. And we were focusing on the balance, the length, the intensity, and complexity of different wines. Normally, the wines that we used for the education purposes were sponsored by these local firms, and this is our club president presenting a souvenir of our school as a token of gratitude for their sponsorship. This is also a collection of different types of wines in our wine tasting club. There are different themes about wine tasting. For example, today you might have chances to experience those different types of tequilas, gins, vodka, those very strong ones. and tomorrow you might have the chances to experience how to make your own cocktails. And this is a group photo of the attendees of that particular wine tasting event. The local firm, which is also our sponsorship, our sponsor was very generous, and they were giving us free gifts and to share among our friends. This is a photo taken together to celebrate it. Apart from the wines, we would also be having other beverage-related knowledge sharing. For example, this picture shows that I was making my own coffee by using beans that I have never tried before. And it's basically about the events that I participated in the last 2 months. I know it's like the end of these courses, and I hope everyone lucky and be healthy and stay well in the coming futures. Thank you so much.